Aleppo.
Macho Man Randy Savage, dude! Ooh, yeah!
I'm gonna break in your house at 1:37 a.m. and waterboard your grandma!
I'm trying to get views!
Fucking sentient ass cat, goddamn super genie, take over the world. Glory of the goddamn genie masterminds. Fucking cat. Won't let me watch fucking Batman and Dean Ambrose ass flying Joker.
Anyway, to the point.
Like, I wouldn't support...
I don't know, you're pretty liberal, just saying. I mean, not fiscally, of course, but you're
Oh
pretty
yeah,
liberal.
like, overall on social issues, I'm definitely pretty liberal. Like...
On social and economic, I'm basically just fucking seize the means of production, kill Whitey, take those toothbrushes, motherfuckers.
I have 3 toothbrushes, so I'm willing to give you 1. It would be cool if we could have free healthcare, free college. It would be cool if we could have a lot more liberal policies that inevitably help the poor a lot. It'd be nice if we could expand a lot of these things and pour more money into a lot of these things. It's just, one, it is clearly not working well enough for the amount of money we put into it, so we need to reform all of these systems to get where they could be more cost effective. And we just can't simply afford to be able to support all these policies while simultaneously keeping the country together and not letting the bottom fall out from under us, as the debt continues to be an entire digit more than every other country in the world. Which I'm not saying that will, like, just balance the budget and have it be zero and us making a profit. That's absurd. Most countries in the entire world are in debt. That's fine, that's not as big of a deal. I just don't want us to be the single most in debt in the world. We need to get it to where it seems manageable. Like,
That's because that's what the two-party system does. It's like, oh, you don't support the Republicans, you're a Democrat. If you don't support the Democrats, you're a Republican. Like, ew. I'm neither. That's gross.
yeah,
Ew. I love when conservatives are like, oh, shut your commie mouth, and I actually am a commie. And then the USSR anthem plays in the background.
see how it would be going back there.
Westboro Baptist Church.
Well, the
They're
West
a prime example of how Christianity is devolving again.
Well, it's for it to be considered actually devolving, it would need to be gaining popularity with people. It's not. Like, you could say that there's Christians who are devolving to how their views were interpreted back then, but as a whole, really, less and less people are becoming Christian in the West. So, if anything, I'd say that it's the opposite. It's slowly trickling off that cliff, and more and more
Hopefully.
people are becoming atheists.
The atheism will reign supreme. Don't worry, man. We got this. Islam and Christianity just go hand in hand in my fucking...
Yeah, they're really similar. I actually have...
They both just treat women like fucking trash.
Oh yeah, like...
Tell you to kill people that don't agree with you. That's another one.
Like, that's what bugs me a lot, because there's a lot of feminists that defend Islam, and it is...
Like, how the fuck can you defend this religion?
It is
They are
incredibly
oppressing
sexist.
women.
It makes women have to cover nearly their entire body by default. And sure, there's a lot of women who, even when they go to other countries, they like it that way because that's how they were raised, but that doesn't make it okay.
You see, I can respect people that are Muslim and Christian because, that's your fucking belief. I'm not going to tell you, hey, you're wrong. I mean, I'll tell you you're wrong, but I'm not going to tell you that you can't, believe in this. But I'm not gonna be a complete... Oh, I mean, I'm an atheist, so obviously I'm a 100% asshole and hate religion, right?
Yeah, like right here I have a Quran, so I can...
You know who we don't need to leave around? Israel. We need to fucking bomb them. Alright, they've been killing Palestinians.
Well, I don't think we should. I don't think we should currently bomb anyone. I think we should only do that if we seem to be attacked first. Other than that, I think we should save the drone money and use it either to help fix the debt or for American infrastructure. I think that's what we should focus on more than anything. Because I think inherently when we try to do that and try to fix problems in other countries, America specifically is really bad at it. We usually just throw money at the situation. We usually spend more than we should for the results we get, we usually produce very shitty results because we do a bad job, and we usually end up hurting a lot of innocent people in the process, and then the countries we're trying to help usually end up hating us anyway. So there's no reason we should continue doing it at this point. We need to
Death
focus.
to America, right?
We need to cut spending extremely. We need to lower the amount of money spent on the military. We need to reform our healthcare system. We need to reform our tax system as well.
Either, but you know, it's fun.
Yeah, but like my main disdain for both of the main parties comes from the Democratic parties. They have good ideas that a lot of times they're trying to help out people who clearly need help, but they usually just completely disregard how much we're overspending, and usually the solution is, well, just put more money in it. Sure, half the money we're putting in the slot is actually just falling in the garbage or falling next to it and not fitting in the slot, but we just need to keep throwing more at it. Let's not fix the slot and make it bigger that we're putting in. Let's just keep throwing it at it in hopes it solves itself. And then you have the Republican Party, who's essentially like, okay, we're going to lower taxes and we're going to cut spending. Okay, you say those two things in one sentence, that works. However, then they go on to increase the military budget, increase other things, send even more drones to other countries, and end up increasing spending in a lot of other areas. So all they're really doing is cutting spending here, and putting all that spending they just cut over here, and then cutting the revenue they're getting to pay for it all, which ends up meaning they have to drag the debt and make it even bigger than they would have if they didn't make all these spending cuts in the first place. And that's absurd. Like, both parties essentially have an argument to where we have to cut this one thing, lower spending on this one thing, but all the other stuff, we're keeping that. No, the sad fact of the matter is, as much as I would like to have a billion great social programs, the fact of the matter is we're in too much debt to afford it, and for the sake of our future, we need to focus more on cutting the military and cutting a lot of things across the board, and trying to find ways to do things cheaper.
Republicans are funny when they say that, one thing I'm going to defend the Democrats on are Republicans like to say, oh, these Democrats don't support our vets, but they're the ones that are blocking the, comprehensive veteran bills, the ones that, are going to help the vets. I'm just saying that because yesterday was Veterans Day and you mentioned military, and I was like, yeah, I get to make a talking point now. I didn't read his 100-day plan because I honestly couldn't give a shit because I just want to fucking be violent as fuck right now. That's how angry I am at the results. I would have been the same with Hillary though, of course. But did he say anything about the wall in his 100-day plan?
That was one of the BS parts. The wall is still a thing.
Are you sure he didn't mean mall?
Basically. Except he changed the wording. A lot of people didn't notice this because a lot of the people who actually cared enough to read his 100-day plan are radical Trump supporters who are too dumb to understand fine print in the first place. But if you look closely to the wording of when he talked about the wall in his 100-day plan, then he actually changed how he said it. Instead of it just being like, oh, we're gonna build a wall, Mexico's going to pay for it. Now it's, we're going to build the wall, and Mexico in the future will basically pay us back for the wall. So he's changed it a bit to where now, instead of him just going, hey, Mexico, pay for this wall right now he's setting it up to where he's going to basically give Mexico a note and say, sometime in the future, you're paying us back for this wall.
Most of immigration doesn't come across the border, though, on ground, right? It's mainly people whose visas expired and they just stay.
Yeah, yes, it is
completely
mostly from expired visas. The wall actually will not keep out majority of where illegal immigrants come from.
In fact, it's just going to keep more immigrants in.
Roads or eliminating the debt and things like that.
Those zombie preparedness simulators are necessary, dude. Don't diss them, man. They're necessary. What if scientists bring the dead back to life and an epidemic happens? What are we gonna do then?
Because people shouldn't be people who pay taxes expect to have good roads and expect to not drink poison, but the fact of the matter is they're driving on shitty roads and drinking poison. And that's the thing our taxes should be going to, and not other dumb shit that they keep spending it on.
That's a very good point. But you know what else is a good point?
Noise?
That's me eating a lollipop.
The audio quality on that scrape was better than your actual talking.
Oh, anyone watching this is gonna be like, "Hi, yeah, well, at least I got to hear Nick eat a lollipop."
Country.
Maybe they should have thought about that before they went to a gay space communist nation of Native Americans and brought their white, cisgendered, straight male capitalism.
Original text as well. It includes the original Arabic text also.
How much did that cost you? Why did you waste money on a Quran? Woo! Blue meth. Best meth ever. Wait, why can't it be red? I like red.
I only have pictures of blue meth on my computer.
Why do you even have pictures of meth on your computer at all?
I have a lot of random pictures of things on my computer because sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna throw this in a thumbnail, why not?
I have more pictures of Brendan Urie on my computer than my girlfriend. I have more pictures of Brendan Urie on my phone than my girlfriend, and that's saying a lot because she sends me like 20 selfies a day.
The most of anything I have of pictures is pictures of various horses from the anime Berserk.